Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man. We are in Camp Tranquil, and we're on a mission to find out how the original group of heroes were able to take out Titan. And they've sent us on a quest to, well, I guess we're going to have to find every one of them and find out what their take of it is. So this is the first one. Let's talk to him. Do you require assistance? Ah, so you're the one who challenged Titan. I've been expecting you, Roland. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant Adama tortoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it. Of course, simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Detto here being a rare exception. I've had to go through great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities so dearly missed. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven spiller. Whatever that is. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good egg in the nest in the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. Ha ha ha. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Roland. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Okay, which way do we have to go? That way. I hear the turtle, and there's the egg. All right. Let's get ready. Make some orange juice. Oh, she's doing just fine. I was going to help her, but she's taking him down really quick, so I think she'll be fine. Or her, I guess it is the mommy. All right, let's go turn this in. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to preserve the bitter end? Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named Udo Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels. Alright, we're off South Thanalan. Alright, I will see you when I get there. Okay, I think he's in this building over here. Hello, sir. State your business, adventurer. Ah! So, this is the one Westcott sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you'll receive no aid from me. Well, thank you very much. Persistent booger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain the egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That's why I claim my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. Do so is a sign of weakness. However, you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right. It would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amaljic encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this guy in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring me his necklace. So I not only have to kill this guy, I have to steal his jewelry? Well, how far out in the desert is it? I should have brought some extra water. I see some sparkly. This must be what the spear is for. Evidently, this guy will pop out to try to get that spear. How does he know it's there? It's just laying on the ground. Oh, yuck. Pry it off his cold dead body, I guess. Oh, those things are ugly. Ooh, he didn't like me driving through him either. Hey, a fat Kokobo. I've got one of those. They're pretty slow, though. Until you can fly. I think they all fly the same speed. Alright, I got your necklace. Wasn't that bad. Tell me, is our old nemesis dead? Well, here's his necklace. You tell me. 'Tis a fine necklace as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck? I wonder. Huh. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruitment. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far and fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagali. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be a choice of bait. There is an area teeming with the anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where the Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Alright, well, gotta go get bait first, I guess. There's an angler. Is that one? That's not one of them. Must be a different one. Back out in the desert. Alright, here. He's over here. Alrighty. Mount up. Go find us a worm. A biggin. If you had a worm that big, I wonder what you'd fish with it. Alright, there's our waiting spot. Go get him. Ifrit, get him. Oh, you got stinky breath. Alright. Seemed pretty trivial. So, I got revenge on somebody for him. And then I have to get meat for him to sell. Doesn't quite seem fair. I don't know what this is going to prove to him. He didn't even see me do it. How does he know I didn't just buy the meat at the market? You look well. Have you caught your quarry? Here's your meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Roland. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wishkit. Worry not. You have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wishkit's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there's something I would like you to deliver to him for me. The captain was always fond of our brand wine. I would be grateful if you would deliver it on my behalf. I was reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wishkit was a firm yet a fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards. All right, back off to Costa del Sol. I'm back. Well met, Roland. Landonal and Uda both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Well, I got some wine for you. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Where do I have to go? Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Greyflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozan Nazun. He will direct you to the Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. Well, alrighty then. I feel a dungeon coming on. Alright, here's our guy right here. What's the hurry, adventurer? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder, and she'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Hey, skipper. I actually thought that was a guy. I guess it's a girl with a boat. Okay. Where do we have to go now? We got to go this away. We got to talk to Brave Flocks, all talks. We're on something called The Things We Do for Cheese. Hey, this looks like a busy place. Grey Flocks, or Bray Flocks. Pish, go. Tongue flaps of Wishket be reaching ears of Bray Flocks. Uplander is come for tasty fresh gooby treats? Yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chased Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander, gives safety to Longstop with much hand lending. All right. Well, I guess we're going into this dungeon, so let me grab a group and I'll catch you when I get out. No party complete without Gooby Goda. Brayflocks, every say. So, some stinky cheese, huh? Well, there you go. Let's see if we had any armor in there that we can wear. We did get some stuff. We got a new grimoire. A manor half robe. Oh, we must have got that from that haunted manor. Huh. We got battle mage belt and battle mage breeches. Sweet. I'm gonna have to go back in there and get the rest of that battle mage stuff. Alright. Well, we can do that in between episodes. In between episodes, I'll go back in and run it a few more times and see if I can get the rest of the outfit. In the meantime, we got to go back with the cheese. The things we do for cheese. Can I get a ride back to Del Sol? Thank you very much. It's nighttime. It doesn't look as pretty at night. Well, maybe it does if you like darkness. I was never a big fan of nighttime. I get lonely at night. Things are dark. Things are quiet. People are sleeping. I get lonely. I don't like nighttime. And I've never lived in the city, so there's no nightlife in the country, really. You basically got to get your sleep so you can get up and work your day away. Ain't no time for having fun. Got work to do. Want some cheese? Of course you do. I gather you solved Brayflox's little problem. Yeah. By the gods, that unholy stench. This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. Oh, no, I don't want to. How is it made? It's best that you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Oh. Bravo, Roland. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exotic aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shaman Lahmani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give him my regards if you would, please. Okay, so we're off to the wine shop, I guess. All right, I have to take another ferry, so I'll see you when I get there. All right, we're back, and I put the hat on. It's kind of floppy. It's kind of cool, I guess. It's got spots for my ears. Anyway, we're back at the ferry. We need to go back into wine. What's the name of it? Wineport. Wineport. And I think I've been here too, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Okay, there's our guy to talk to over here. This guy's blind, by the way. That's why he's got dark glasses on at night. Sweat, grime, and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? I have a letter. But how can he read the letter? Maybe it's in Braille. It's an order, let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. Sniff, sniff. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. And there is also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gergero would not settle for anything less than the best. And his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if it not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will, but about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient. And Westcott must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Braugland, who owns and operates the largest winery in Wilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Okay, we gotta go talk to a schnob, I guess. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Begone from my sight. All right. I told you he was a snob. Well, that was a no-go. I take it he said no. Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa Liminsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There is a chance, however, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I could guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the Vignerins of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. The legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves, transcended by my mortal flesh, and was one with all creation. But, as it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince him to part with his wines, our best bet option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the Vignerins tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Well, alrighty. I guess there's a couple of guys up here working. We'll go talk to them up in the vineyards. Very small vineyard. I would venture to say they don't make very much wine. Okay, he ain't got nothing to say. What about this guy? Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. So nope, nobody has anything. No luck, huh? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude would be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Gogorma, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. But it breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. Hey, I leveled again. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is so much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. But have no fear, I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me the first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Riskett can tell you where to find him. Well, let's go see if we can find him and give him this guy's gift. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you'd best leave well enough alone. That's what I say, anyway. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. That's a big cat right there, tell you what. Woo! I just jumped a cat. Hey, I'm a cat too. One cat jumped another cat. I think I'm taking the back road. Ah, here we are. Nice little cabin he's got here with a big fire going. The Severed String. Dressed. Boy, he looks a little nervous. What do you want? I want to give you a gift. What, wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Oh... Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. This guy's in a mess, man. No wonder he's a hermit. All right, let's go take care of his midge problem. They're dung midges, which means they eat poop-a-doop. breakfast with a little milk in a big bowl. Poopaloops. The breakfast of champions. God, I've got to get 3 more. I didn't realize I had to kill that many. Oh, there's another swarm. All right, is there more someplace? I hope those guys don't come after me. All right. Oh, he's going to come after me. Dunk on it. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? He gave up. If you get a little farther away from them, they turn around and leave. Which is a bad thing if that's the one you want to kill, because if that happens, they regain all of their strength. So if you start fighting a monster and you get too far away from where you first found them, they will turn around and go back. Hey, where's my pet? I thought I pulled him out. Did I put him away? All right, that's all of them. Alrighty, hey, I took care of your buzzing problem. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you, thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on the reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... No one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. That's sad. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from a nearby palm tree. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. All right, so he's got some wine in a river that's, I guess, fermenting. So we'll go pick that up, take it back to Shamani, but that's a tale for another episode. I'm going to end it here, and we'll take on with that when we get back. Hope you had fun, and I hope to see you then. Ta-ta for now.